what to do. Cause I don't like you and I don't trust you. And I feel like I'm always to blame in this kind of situations where I'm the one that's outspoken. And don't tell me that I'm wrong. I know I'm the good one. Because I'm wrong, just straight inside. Lost my way inside. Out, that's where I go. That's all I know. Okay. Okay. Okay.
Who's gonna topple a king? Go for the knees, then go for the... Don't miss or your campaign is over. So long adieu, say sayonara. Who's gonna topple a king? Betting all the knights, all the bishops. No one draws a sword, says a prayer. King Moose is gonna move strong against you. King Moose is 5 steps ahead of you. King Moose, you gotta move faster. Carry the crown. It weighs heavy at the head. It's around. It's around. God carry the crown. It weighs heavy at the head. It's around. It's around, round, round. Who's gonna topple the king? The lieutenants and all the generals. Who's gonna risk their neck for the power? Who's gonna risk their neck for the power? Emperor of the Serengeti, get one in home territory. Once the track onto is over, so long adieu, that's sayonara. Who's gonna topple the king?
Close again.
Left side help. Here we go. Blue.
Skip. Crash! Good. Hold right. Oh, yo, right here. Hey, yo, that's all you.
Don't worry about it. Keep shooting that.
Get big.
Here we go. Attack. Here we go. Get a good look.
good look. Good look. One shot.
You can't fly with me.
You got double. Back up. Swing it. You got nothing. Corner. You got nothing. Look. You got nothing. Hey, come around. Watch that shooter. Back up, bro. Oh, get back. Hey, let it go. I got the ball. I'm back. Hey, on top. Hey, yo, right here, baby.
Knock this in, baby.
Yeah, fire it up.
Set one.
Yeah, player.
Hey. And one.
Oh, that's right. Open up. Nice. Watch that shooter. Back up, bro. Oh, get back. Hey, let it go. Oh, come on.
That's what's up. Let's show them what we're all about.
Hey, you call this fun?
Let's go dig in.
Quit anytime.
Watch Shay.
Up. Set up.
Shoot it.
The homegirls tell me I'm so they can buy 'em some outfits. How about they son a pack of Pampers, some new Jordans? Give them the game, school them on what's really important. That's how I was raised. Had me 13, fresh off the porch. But I'm wiser now, showing my young. There's other ways to get them dollars and funds. Coming down in an old school, so cool. Whip like a fireball, call it go cool. You don't know the tribulations that we go through. Put your ears to the speakers, I'ma show you. I paint a picture so perfect.
Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and a pair of Hall of Famers with us, Doris Burke and David Aldridge. It'll be the visiting team and the home team. Here's McCoy. Outside Wilson. And it's off from three-point range. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Dillingham. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. I think we know these teams among the best defensive squads in the NBA. This figures to be a low-scoring affair.
But it should be an entertaining one, Kevin. And if you're a fan of high-intensity, high-energy defense, there's a lot to love about this matchup.
No good on the quick three. Here's McCoy.
Well, known for being a terrific passer, he shows you right there. Case in point.
Here's Wells. Rebounded by Bailey.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
And Mobley throws it down.
Oh, my goodness, the size and athleticism of Evan Mobley. What a sight to behold.
Here's Dillingham. Wilson grabs the board. Here's McCoy. From past the arc. A shot by Wilson, no good. to Wells. And that goes out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, I was able to catch up with the head coach of the home team. So for much of the brief time I had with him, he was talking about Evan Mobley. He said this kid is not a kid. This is a mature big man who affects all aspects of the game at both ends. But in particular, he's worried about Mobley's defensive presence and his ability to guard every position on the floor. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Here's Bailey. And he drives in. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a three-point play. That one on Gilgeous-Alexander. And the home team has possession. It's a 5-point game. Pass to Gafford. Now Dillingham. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Used the shot fake to create the angle, but couldn't get it to fall.
Just one made field goal in 5 tries. Not a good start. Got to credit the defense. They found a way to stop him, and that's never an easy task.
Here's Wells. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
Well, you love the activity out there. What a play. This guy is busy on the offensive end.
Both teams deciding to change it up.
At the line for your home team.
First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes played. Down low, and he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Simmons to the inside. Ball stolen. One-on-one here. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they shot the basketball.
From outside the arc. The rebound by Shepard. Here's McCoy. Pass to Stokes. Puts up a 3. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Back to Bowl. To end the run. That one doesn't drop.
Home team foul. Carlisle. First personal foul. Second team foul.
Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Pass to Shepard. Lets it go from deep. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Away team foul. First personal foul. Third team foul. Substitution.
And 1:01 left to play in the first quarter. To the paint. Second chance shot. And it's good on the way out.
You're fighting to keep the possession alive, something this guy does so well.
Pass to Harrington. There's the 3. Hits it from 3-point range.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
And the basket by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Yeah, you see this. Teams try to get physical with Gilgeous-Alexander, but he's willing to play through contact on drives. Nicely done. Well, he's a quality mid-range shooter, but he can't get that one to go.
And it's going to be out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Dillingham. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Yeah, the defender all over.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And I know he was pleased with his foul shooting last year. How about 87% from the line?
And he makes both free throws.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
Here's McCoy. Rips it home after the terrific move.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string.
Oh!
My goodness.
And you can see their strategy coming in. They want to control the paint.
They have used their size and their strength to get off any shot they want. They've dominated on the interior.
It's his first trip to the line.
And over the course of last year, he was up over 90%. And with a stroke like that, you see why.
And an overpowering first quarter effort. Already a double-digit advantage. They lead by 12. And the second team,
24.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
The offense firing on all cylinders. They dominated that first period.
That's exactly the start you want. You take complete command. Now you've got to maintain that focus.
And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. Daniels from outside. Drains it from beyond the arc. Daniels has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Wells. Rebounded by Bailey.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
Right. He stays connected, and great timing on the contest.
Got a piece of it. And that one ends up out of bounds. They'll keep possession.
Substitution on the court.
Five to shoot. Ben Simmons with the rebound. And he goes in for the dunk.
Oh, that's a major league throwdown.
Keeps a tight grip on that rim, too, after the finish. Here's McKnight. A kick out to Mobley. Here's Bailey. Bangs home the trifecta. Bailey's got 8. Every year, Greg, we get a new batch of rookies into the NBA, and sometimes we're all guilty of judging them too early.
Oh, absolutely. I think we need probably 3 years to evaluate a player. You know, fans and media can be a little harsh at times, but not everybody develops at the same rate. Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Outside, Simmons. Pass to McDaniels. Over to the left wing. That 3 off target had some space there after the little pump fake. And stolen by Bull. Cuts off the pass. Here's Bailey. Here's McKnight. Off target from outside.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
That one good for 2.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Here's McKnight, and he converts the layup.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Screen by Simmons. Hands it from downtown.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
And J.J. Redick is called timeout. Wants to regroup and go over the strategy. There's 1:59 left in the second quarter. Here's Stokes. And now the latest from our reporter, David Olney.
Kevin, Michael Porter Jr. was the #1 ranked player in high school, but a back injury changed things. He said, "My potential may look different now, but as long as I can truly say with what I had, I gave it my all, that's all that success should be defined by." Kevin, he grounds himself in gratitude and the work he's put in.
Thanks, D.A. He is a worker and living the dream. Here's Perry. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Perry's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
But we'll come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
58 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And he makes the first. So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses. Well, Daniel Gafford has carved out Doris a role in this league with his hustle, his intensity, and his rim protection.
All of those things you just mentioned, Kevin, are skills. He plays hard on both ends. Gafford can defend the paint. He's going to crash the glass. He's going to run the floor. Listen, figure out how you can fit and do your job.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 6 points. And that one goes out of bounds. Nice touch by Gilgeous-Alexander. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Takes it inside.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Gafford.
Coming onto the floor for the away team, Dyson Daniels. McCoy.
And that's a foul called on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2.
At the line.
And the first one drops.
McCoy.
Both good from the line that time. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 6 points for him. Rell's wide open. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in. Rell's has got his second basket of the game. Gets it off. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. So we've reached the end of the first half of play. They lead by 13. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. Gilgeous-Alexander with it. Pass to Wells. From downtown, Evan Mobley with the rebound. To the middle. And stolen by Mobley. Here's McCoy. Misses the three. Gilgeous-Alexander surveying the D. From deep. And here is Wells. Mobley with the block.
That's a big-time send-back by Evan Mobley. That length is real, folks. Look out. Great chemistry between two teammates. Love the passing.
Here's Gafford. Missed inside.
Well, I guarantee you this is not what they talked about in the locker room. 0 for 3 and looking lost.
Here's McCoy. He has 6.
Boy, a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
Here's Dillingham. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Wells. Lets the three fly.
Well, being aggressive and assertive. The big man snatching the rebound.
Here's McCoy. Three-pointer. A three-pointer is right on target. McCoy's got his third basket of the night.
Wow, you don't see him left alone very often, and of course, he makes good use of it.
Here's Dillingham. Wilson with the block. And he recovers it. Shot clock at 6. Here's Dillingham. That three off the mark. They have been really controlling this one.
You never want to be complacent on the floor. That's when you lose momentum.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
It's very long, and SGA so effective around the hoop because of that length.
Here's Wilson. Off target with his three. One guy who now seems to be a perennial MVP candidate, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Doris. He is rocketing up the charts.
He is, Kevin. There's no doubt about it. He can consistently put 30 on you like it's absolutely nothing. He gives you everything else as well, including incredible leadership and great teammate skills.
Number 8.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. If you mention the best players in the NBA, Doris, you have to mention Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. How's he made the leap so fast?
Yeah, Kevin, this is an interesting growth and development story because Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has shocked everybody. He can get to any spot on the floor. He's one of the most relentless drivers in the game. You have to respect his three-point threat, which balances out that dribble drive game, and he's willing to compete defensively. Sky is the limit for this young man.
Offensive rebound.
Nice tip in there. I mean, he's got like a sixth sense in terms of where the miss is going to go. That is really a talent.
Little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Fires for three. Stokes with the rebound. With the prospect of making a big lead even bigger.
And you got to jump at this chance. Stretch that lead out as much as possible.
Well, you won't see that kind of shot fall very often. Thank your lucky stars.
For three. No good. The way, Greg, they're sharing the ball tonight, mesmerizing.
Everyone's getting to touch it, and everyone contributing.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Dyson Daniels.
Near the three-point line, it's Harrington. And Harrington throws it down.
Getting it done on both ends, and it shows up in the score.
Well, what I loved is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
And they're losing their concentration here, guys. Just sloppy with the ball. And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
There's 48 seconds left here in the third quarter. And Harrington throws it down.
It's impressive, the level of domination at both ends, and you're seeing the results.
You know this. It's not easy building a lead on the road, but this team has been lights out throughout the game.
They get a hand on it. All by himself. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
And how about just floating to the rim on that slam?
Boy, when he gets up, I mean, he gets up. McDaniels gets a wide open look. And just miss after miss right now.
And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down.
Well, it's trying to close the quarter strong, and by that, take a great shot without giving them an opportunity for another one down the other end.
3 seconds left, and it's blocked. The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. Delivering the blowout. And we're just moments away from the start of the fourth quarter. Stay with us. And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Here's McCoy. Well, Doris, both you and I have been covering this NBA for a few years. Just a few years. What do you think of the direction of the league right now?
Just a couple, Kevin. I love it. The league is faster, it's longer, it's more skilled. Scoring is up. There's a crop of young stars. I think the league is in such an exciting place. Well, everyone's seeking those high percentage looks in the restricted area. Nicely done there.
Fires from way outside. And Bull pulls it down. Shoots the 3. A nice shot by McDaniel.
Well, if you offer no resistance defensively, he's going to knock down the 3. It's really that simple, guys.
Beyond the arc. He can't get it to go.
Well, they are daring him to miss, and he obliges.
And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
And to make that mistake at this time is tough to come back from.
These are the kinds of plays that can be game changers, that can make you hang your head.
Pass to Bailey. Latrey trains the 3-pointer.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless. Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question. Now here's Williams. Oh, and the jam by Williams.
Sees his man, has the angle on the interior, and drops a dime right there.
Here's Dillingham. Drills it from outside.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has such great synergy with his teammates.
Here's McKnight. Pass to Williams. Well, a trend that we've seen over the past couple years is that the league is getting younger, Doris, than ever before.
And, Kevin, that's a product of players starting to train seriously at a young age. And what they're training is their skill level, handling, passing, and shooting. The key here is, do they have a nuanced understanding of the game? There is where the growth has to come. It is definitely getting younger.
And that one falls for Gafford. Gafford cans them both.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
Inside. Pass to Stokes. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. And that's a foul called on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's his third foul of the game.
First team foul. Checking in for the away team. Number 2.
Here's McCoy.
McCoy.
Pass to Bailey. 6 to shoot. Here's Stokes. The 3. Rebounded by Gafford.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
1:58 left in the fourth quarter. Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Lets a floater go. Dillingham, no good. Here's McCoy. Pass to Mobley. Here's Bailey. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Wow, you have to love the decision-making of the big man. Mr. Mobley, what a pass.
And Gilgeous-Alexander throws it down.
Well, as usual, this guy cooking on the offensive end. But right now, the other guys on his team have got to step forward.
Floats it up there for Mobley. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
The unspoken communication on the alley-oop, and Evan Mobley making his teammate look good.
And there's the...
That was worth the price of admission. Beautiful reverse jam right there.
Use the rim to protect the ball, I think. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. And the league limiting players from making public trade demands. Which I guess makes sense. It's a big change from the past, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it saves franchises from being put in a tough spot. Keeps a player's trade value high, which helps the team they're leaving.
Here's Wells. The layup off target. They're making this a runaway.
And the only question for me right now is just how big the lead will eventually become.
The kick out to Mobley. From outside, off the mark. 30 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Dillingham. Can't hit from 12. Here's McKnight. The shot, no good. And stolen by Mobley. Here's Perry. And a miss there on the triple. Now Dillingham. Jacks up a 3. No good there. The visiting club takes the win on the road. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And that'll do it, folks.